Welcome to the Wild Magic School Bus. This is Will, but you may know me as Glyph Kazadi. This Dungeons & Dragons podcast may contain fantasy violence, language, and adult themes. Content warnings can be found in the episode description. As it were, now, as we move forward, if you could please not provide food or drink to Pothole, no matter what he writes on the glass. Thank you.
Clear, I am not chapping Matt's tits. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wild Magic School Bus, the most unprofessional D&D podcast you will ever hear. I, of course, am your DM, Calvin Piper, and these illustrious idiots are the characters of our game. Say hello, everybody.
I am not the Matt he's referring to.
Yeah, not this
Wait,
Matt.
what did Matt say?
Matt is alleging that it's not his tits that were chapped.
Different Matt.
No, it's Matt. Never mind.
I'll never tell.
McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey's nipples will not be chapped by Calvin.
You mean the politician, Matthew McConaughey?
I hope that nobody starts their Wild Magic School Bus episode on this one, because this is the part where people are introed, and it's not happened yet. So
It is there for them.
It's every week, though.
Oh, wait, do we have
But
to...
that's the point.
You have to introduce
Hello,
Yes,
everybody. This is Drew, and I'm about to play some Dungeons and Dragons with my character Zeph, the Draconian Warlock.
You did it.
That was great, dude.
I said
Will.
all the words. Sorry.
You did good. I'm Will, with two L's, and I play Glyph, the lizard folk artificer.
I'm Liz, and I play Ohiana, the tiefling bard.
Oh, hi. My name's Preston, and I play Lucius Kane, the lovable warlock Azamar.
Oh, weren't we supposed to do something this week?
No.
Introduce Matt.
Wasn't there something in the intro that we were supposed to do? Didn't we say, next week
Oh,
what do
we
we...
had talked about rolling,
Yeah, but that's convoluted.
but we're past that now.
No,
That wasn't good.
there was something that we talked about that was like, we should do this thing.
Okay.
Sorry, back to you, Matt.
Man, it was gonna be awesome.
It was.
Anyway, I'm Matt. I wasn't here last week, so I'm not sure what they're talking about. I played TBD, the male variant human monk 4.
That was a male variant, not a human variant.
Incredible.
Does it say male on yours? Why don't ours say...
Yeah, mine just says human.
You can
Dude, you have a cloaca. Why doesn't it say
You
male?
can gender yourself in the description.
Oh, okay, I didn't do that. I'm Michelle, and I play Kenneth Quinn, the human Ranger 4.
Oh, yeah.
This is off to a swimming
She
season.
is half elven. She's half elven.
Sexually ambiguous metallic draconian warlock.
And I'm Glyph, the sexually active
My
male lizard folk.
subclass is androgyny.
That was a terrible high
That was really bad. That was really
I
bad.
have to apologize on behalf of all of our players tonight. We just finished recording the trailer that will be releasing soon for the Wild Magic School Bus, so look for that wherever podcasts are sold. The other thing that I want to announce tonight is that as of this recording, episode 18, we are at 800 downloads for
What?
this show.
800 people made the same mistake?
800, well, not individual people. It's 800
Well, yeah.
downloads over all time. But that means that people are consistently listening to it. It actually goes out there.
That means...
There's at least one person making that mistake
800 times. And
That
I
means-
go to sleep happy.
that if people have downloaded every episode that is currently available, 57 people roughly are along for the ride.
Roughly 57
Wow.
people.
That's more than...
What do we... Wait. What does that include?
Good
how
man.
you make us listen to it twice a week each?
No.
You only have to do it twice?
Mine's like 14.
On that note, let's go ahead and dive into episode 18 of the Godscar Chronicles. So the last time we were here, our band of adventurers had just convened with Gaelwyn Tolliver, letting her know that the quarry, known as Henry Fenlow, had been captured and subsequently killed. Yeah, pretty
but
much
not by
just-
the people that captured
just
them.
offed. Not by you guys, thank goodness. But as the conversation with Gaelwyn Tolliver unfolded, more and more secrets and conspiracies began to unfold, to the point where the party realized that this was a bigger bite than they bargained for. So they naturally asked if Galen could provide some semblance of protection or security to make sure that if they do step into this crazy world of politics and what have you, would there be some guarantees? Galen didn't say much, but she did offer a name. A gnome professor from the university known only as Azimir Stowe. The party went to the university to ask about Azimir Stowe. After speaking to him, they learned that Azimir Stowe did have something for them, but it came at a price. The price was simple. Retrieve a stolen robe from a former student and bring it back to the university. And under no circumstances should you wear it. So, the party decided to dig for some research and figure out who exactly stole this robe. And it turns out the person who stole it, one student named Vistiri, had a familial connection to our tiefling bard. After revealing a little bit of that information, the party then quickly raced off to the records room, the place of most knowledge here in the Brasslands and the university as a whole. And as opposed to actually looking for student records, the party decided to look for everything else imaginable when it came to information, which they did quite a bit of searching and finding, which is pretty great. But that is where we pick up this evening, with the party still in the library, having just finished about 4 or 6 hours of research. Just basically reading your hearts out, taking notes, writing stuff down with the librarian, the small goblin librarian. But that is where we pick you guys up. Is there anything else you guys want to do while you're here?
I think we're good. Yeah, I don't know, I think maybe while we're here we might as well read up on somebody. Wasn't there like a primary reason that we came down here in the first place?
Because we looked up information about the god that he worships or whatever, right?
Yeah, and
then that
stole the robe.
Levistus.
We were wanting to find any known associates he might have, so we'd have a better idea of like what he looks like, where he might be.
Yeah, I don't know if Eliana can do illusion magic.
For what?
Like to show us what their brother looks like exactly, like with like a magic image or something.
Weren't we also supposed to be finding out about his friendly connections?
Gotta get that drone fixed.
We're supposed to talk to his peers.
Known associates.
Like his peers, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're not going to do that in a library because he doesn't hang out with nerds.
I thought we were sent here to look up registration information.
Oh, that's what it is. Thank you. Yes. Let's go find that.
So you guys are looking for student information, registration information, stuff like that? Okay. Go ahead and somebody give me an investigation check.
Where's my phone?
I'll do it. I'll be one of them. I got
Not
a plus
it.
fur.
Not it.
Not that I'm metagaming.
Guidance.
Well.
I guess.
Sorry, I just
Plus 4.
doesn't matter.
Nobody seems like they're volunteering.
7.
7.
Nat 1.
Could be more.
Did I roll a nat 2?
Let's go.
Jeez, OP, we suck.
With a 7,
that was our best roll?
Yeah.
Wow.
With a 7.
Out of the both of us.
You guys...
Oh, I have inspiration.
Okay. Are you using your inspiration?
Huh?
Are you using your inspiration?
I think I might.
Sure, go ahead.
The trailer was accurate.
That's a nat 20!
What?
Take that
So
back.
22.
Very nice. Much easier than a 7.
You know everything.
With a 22, you can very easily, with the help of the librarian, find a simple tome which contains names and classes that students have attended previous school years. And with a little bit of help from them, a little bit of direction, you can find that there is indeed a student registry for one humanoid by the name of Vistiri. You can see that they took quite a few classes, about 6 in total, ranging from histories of the Arcana, which Azimir Stowe is now in charge of, to simple things as agriculture in the modern world. You do also find the names of several students that are also adjacent to these, but with a quick cross-reference you can find, looks like 4 names that all seem to either connect more than once to these different classes. So students he would have had more than one interaction with.
Yes.
The names are Vanessa. There's another name, Drem, D-R-E-M. There is Steppen, S-T-E-P-P-E-N. And there is Ono.
How do you spell that?
O-H-N-O.
Vanessa Dram stepping no.
And what's the class that they all have overlapping that they all share?
Several of them. They all... So either
Okay.
they have more than 2 classes that overlap.
What classes
with
could
them.
we break into to find all of them at once?
Are they even still current students?
According to this registry, it seems as though all 4 of them are still currently taking classes. This is last year's, introduction registry, so it seems like they would all still be here.
What-
But you'd have to
Is it are school hours over, or are they still in the middle of school hours?
at this point in the day, school is probably over. It is getting close to the evening at this point.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a little bit more information here if you want to keep reading, or if you guys want to, because with a nat 20, there's also parental information. There's
Dormitories.
where they live.
Where they live,
There's a few other things in here if you want
Let's
to
find where they
dig
Get
deeper.
it all.
let's find where they live.
The place of living looks to be like where they are from. It seems like 2 of these students, Vanessa and Drem, are from Mecha City itself. It looks like Steppen is from a town called Chainscale. And Ono looks to be from... give me just a second. I'll double check my sources here.
Sources here.
My sources, not my sauces, my sources.
Sausage.
DM sauce.
Hammerfall is where Ono is from.
Can I roll a history check on Chainscale and Hammerfall?
You may.
I'm not good at this. This is not right.
You are not.
I'm just curious what guy. Okay. It reflects on that. It's a 5.
5. You've never heard of Chainscale or Hammerfall.
I'm from Udall. I mean, they might be from Udall. I just don't know about it. Like, that's just bad at geography. Okay. Okay, cool.
I mean, Chainscale sounds like a place that I probably would have liked to have visited. Not saying I've been there.
Well, I know for sure where Mecca City is. I'll tell you that.
Unnatural 20.
you look in your pocket. there's a
Are you
pamphlet
rolling to
for
figure it out?
Chainscale.
The Chainscale specifically.
Not terribly hard to recollect using your military maps and other things. Chainscale is a small village just on the outskirts of Mecha City, actually, on the opposite side of what's known as the Lever Channel, a man-made waterway that cuts through the heart of the Brasslands and provides water to not only Mecha City, but a lot of the surrounding towns.
Okay.
But yeah, Chainscale is a very small village located on the outskirts, almost like a early alert outpost, for lack of a better term. It's
Osgiliath.
yes, thank you. It is. Couldn't come up with the Lord of the Rings name, but yes,
What's it called?
that's actually inspiration for that nerd.
Wait,
bit
what?
right there.
What's
So,
the word?
Osgiliath, which is
Osgiliath from Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Yep.
Oh.
But yeah, so that is where Chainscale is.
Way to pretend you don't know,
Hammerfall
Preston.
is much further away. It is about. Give me just a second as I look up my times again.
Is it Hammerfall?
Hammerfall is about 10 days away. Chainscale is maybe a half a day's travel just outside the city. But Hammerfall is about 10 days away. So
10 days further
is
than
there-
where we're at.
yeah, 10 days, yes, towards the other side, not back towards Copper Cove. It is the other direction.
Is there any like thing
so we could visit
in the
Chainscale
registry in regards to like description, so we know who like we might be.
There is
looking
not.
for?
There is no
Okay.
physical descriptions in these registries.
Hey, guys, Chainscale's about a half day's walk or gallop, depending on how we go from here. If we wanted to check in on Steppen.
Vanessa and Drem are also within the city.
Well, perhaps
None
we
of
could
them
come
live
back
here.
to. Could we come
Yeah,
back
two
to
of them live
university
here.
tomorrow?
Look
Yeah, I
for
was
those
about to
two.
say, school's still in session. Hey, Mr. Librarian guy, school's still in session?
Oh crap!
Are
I
these
forgot how
people-
his voice
Are
goes.
these people still around?
He talked like this.
No, he did not.
I think
It was
very
Tim Curry and Rocky Horror Picture Show, I believe.
Very excited old man.
How do I?
It was
You've met my faithful handyman.
I don't think that's how.
It was your
it was.
your gnome voice that you I don't say typically do, but the higher pitched, slightly British, happy kind of.
That was Asmir Stowe.
Yes.
Yeah, that's who
No,
we're
this
talking
is
about.
the Goblin. I don't know.
Goblin?
Librarian.
I don't remember what the librarian.
the
I don't remember how the
librarian.
librarian's voice goes. Damn it! It was such a good voice too.
Well,
okay,
we're all really good at remembering
Sorry.
voices.
We're never talking to him again.
Yeah.
What was the
You
question?
denied
I'll
Doubtfire.
I'll just not roleplay
Is
this.
school
point.
still in session?
Yes.
All right, neat. What was your name again?
The librarian's name is Ink.
Aw, that's good.
EENK.
No, INK.
Some people are just named Rock, like, and Pencil.
Yeah.
My character's name is Pencil.
At least they have names.
Her name's
All right,
Okay.
TBD. That's too sad.
I'll figure it out eventually.
You can't know martial
So-
arts and be sad.
Yeah, we need content warnings on this
Arm-
depression.
Armed with your new knowledge, what do you guys want to do?
Let's go crash some school.
What time of day is it?
It is now approaching evening.
Cool.
Night classes.
Perhaps should we head back to the inn
I feel like that's a good idea.
for the evening to devise a plan for tomorrow?
Yes, and we best leave soon, so as we don't encounter any gangs of ruffians on our way back to the inn that we must go into physical
It
combat.
kind of sounds like a blast, actually.
I'd hate to have to stab somebody.
I don't like violence.
TBD, close your ears.
Making your way back to the Noble Lantern Inn, it is a lively
Scott.
menagerie
I don't know
of
if I can
individuals as the evening has come to an end and people are willing to spend their coin on drink and chance. But you guys are able to head back to your room, your very large modified room, and get your long rest in there.
Whoa.
You wake
Before
up.
we sleep, could we discuss tomorrow's plans?
Yeah.
Sure.
So, Chain Scale's like a really small little town. I feel like we might have better luck finding the needle in that small haystack than we would trying to find
This big haystack.
yeah.
Yeah, but school's in session. I still think a university is a smaller haystack. than-
Yeah, no, like with
Or at
classes
least
and
to
stuff.
find all of them.
Classes and stuff, we can.
Yeah, here's the thing though. Workshopping through that idea. As non-students, would we be allowed just to kind of, hey, we need to look and see if you've got people.
I think
who-
it's non-student.
If you have to say so of Azamar Stowe, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Because
Yeah.
like we're also directly helping him, so obviously like maybe that would be conducive for him to help us.
I mean, yeah, let's help
us
us. What's
help
going
him.
on with your voice? But let's, I don't know. Like, yeah, let's go to the university in the morning,
Oh.
and then we'll hit.
What's
Three
happening
of
with
us
voice?
can go to the town, and three of us can go to the
That
university.
never ends well.
Oh.
Also,
Nice try, Mystery Machine.
would anybody like to see the person that you're looking for?
Oh,
we're
that would
looking
be
That would
for?
great.
help. That would actually be very helpful.
That'd be great. Yeah, please
Could you,
do that.
Could you draw him?
Actually, I've got minor illusion.
Oh, well, I think you
could I
can
not
take
trust-
something that'll clear that.
like a small
way.
hologram?
yeah.
Like,
Sure. I'll say with your skills, go ahead and make an Arcana check for me just to see how well this.
I believe in you.
And Lucius could cast.
Oh, here we go. Above
guidance,
an 8.
but
Above
he's
an 8.
cool like
Above
that,
an 8.
and
we're going
refrain
to
from doing stuff.
Thank you for telling me that you're not casting guidance.
Yes, I got you, bro.
Oh my god.
19.
19.
That's above 8.
She broke the spell.
Easy enough to do.
Find your prince now.
Very, very easy to do. You cast
Your
the small, maybe about 8 or 9 inch image of a, and it's not very
Wait.
Boy band.
Hold your hands up again.
8 or 9 inch.
So full of shit.
That's a
Lying
point,
to
bro.
Calvin.
Yo,
I forgot the band name.
find your prince. It's a boy band, and you get to find your prince. You get to pick.
Liana.
Listener, just for a second.
One's
No.
He held up about 20 inches worth of hand space.
You're just gonna keep going. Without,
The implications of that are she's like minimizing what he's got.
oh, Hiana, can you please describe what they see in your minor
Yes,
image?
yes. Describe.
Just going to make sure I'm describing this accurately.
He's ugly, a bastard.
So you're saying the
And I-
image of him
and I
is
love him.
that big?
My best friend.
My best friend.
It's a minor illusion. It's not.
I'm just going to tell you this big because I don't.
Like
I
you get
don't
along
wanna
with him
tell
until
you
you
how
get into
big
like
that
religious
actually is.
Thank you,
discussions, and you're
Screw
like,
up your perception.
we really have a really good relationship besides that.
So as she casts this image, you see a tall and lithe tiefling. He's essentially the color of a tangerine, which is what gives him his slightly more humanoid appearance. Is that he's kind of more peachy colored. He's bookish and has. You can tell that he's got like the indentions from his little glasses in his nose. So.
Orange, poor eyesight, rounded shoulders because he always has books on him.
Oh, do you need glasses? Or have you been just faking that? I don't know what's real.
Wait, what's he look like again?
She showed you that.
That may have been Zep, but that was definitely Drew asking.
Tall, lithe, light orange.
Lithe, color of a tangerine, bookish looking.
Like a Tangelo, you know.
What? Tangelo?
That's a very pretty color.
He is.
You're probably a very pretty guy.
You know, he looked great in blue robes.
No.
He would. Oh
no.
my god.
No.
Not pretty guy? I was
Like
complimenting you by
blue
complimenting
robes
him.
with
I
like
appreciate
cream,
that, but he's an asshole.
embellishment.
He's an ass. You say he's an asshole. Guys, we want to call this guy an asshole. That means he's an asshole.
Hey, what
For
color
sure.
was
Straight
the robe
Straight
that he
up.
stole?
I hope it was a deep purple. I feel like he'd look better in a deep purple than a blue.
Ooh, I don't know. He might look like
Wait,
peanut
hold
butter
on.
and jelly.
Did I take notes on this?
'Cause
Dark
it's
green
made-
color with white
That's true.
stripes.
That's very true.
Well, dark
Ancient
green,
runes stitched.
dark green with white stripe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's really, isn't it
Just
brownish?
look like some tropical fruit.
Isn't the
if
robe
he
like
puts
brownish
that
or
on.
no? Like it's green, but it has like brown stripes. of
It's
brown.
dark green color with
Yeah.
green and white stripes, ancient runes stitched into it. That's all I got.
Green. It says
Brown,
older
brown.
robe, green, brown, and white.
Brown and white stripes.
Son of a bitch.
Ancient runes stripped into.
Now I got it.
Yes, with ancient runes that are stitched into the fabric.
Okay.
But yeah, so you guys have that information.
How do you feel if like we get in a confrontation with your brother and we might like? I would do everything in my power to not kill him, but like, what if like when you said it, like if we get in a altercation with him, like
He may have just been kidnapped for all we
no, for sure, but
No, he has been vigilant in his devotion to Levistus for as long as I can remember. He doesn't tend to be the violent type, but if he is challenged, he will not back down.
So we may have to kill him.
So,
I would like to avoid that.
how would you classify him? Is he a magic user or like?
He's bookish. I mean, all those
Can
nerds
he
like
be saved,
books.
in your opinion?
Spells are in books.
Honestly, I wouldn't try to save him.
Well, then
I
let's
read only
just
fiction, so
decide.
I
Right, we're headed straight to lethality.
To be quite honest with you, I left home far before he came into his own skills. So I'm not entirely certain.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, just
Let's
so
assume magic user though. Let's just do that.
They
He's a
said-
nerd. That's like all the wizards are. Like
That's
I
why-
tapped the coffin on my back. This guy's a dork.
That's why he was going to schools, because they said he was gifted in it, but I didn't know.
Magic man.
yeah, just for clarity's sake,
I love it though.
when we find
Come
the
on, knock on the coffin. He
Tangelo,
called you a dork. You heard it? He can hear me. Is he hurt?
Yeah. Sorry. What?
so when we find the Tangelo-skinned man in the green and white robes
And brown.
and brown, yes, brown,
Stripes and runes.
it's straps
job,
and
Seth.
runes. Yep, it's kind of like a kill on sight thing.
No.
Sounds like it.
Constrict on sight or something.
Perhaps not kill on sight. We do need the robe. He might not have it upon his person.
Right, headshots only, incapacitate on
Kneecap
sight.
him.
Incapacitate on sight.
Kneecap.
We could do that. We've incapacitated
Yeah.
people before.
Yeah, you just basically get them to the point of death and don't kill them.
Yes, Tabidi, it's kind of like, you know how that one time you hit a guy and you flipped him in half?
Not that.
10% less power.
Yeah.
Like,
Everything but
enough
the
to make him
half.
scorpion, but like
Plus.
not have his like spine go through his stomach.
I don't know if I can control it that well.
I believe in you.
You can.
Look, hey, try real quick on Leonin.
What?
Or whatever.
Oh,
one of his
armor?
characters
Yeah,
is, that one.
he looks stout.
Yeah, he's pretty strong. I'm kidding, he's not
God,
with us.
give me-
He's not here.
He already
but yeah,
left.
it's
Yeah.
good try.
Can we not do
Wait,
this?
Okay, so armed with this information, you guys can
Lion
take your
King.
long rest in the Noble Lantern Inn, wake up the next day, quickly get something to eat, and head back to the university. So, you are looking for
Finesse and
4 individuals. I assume, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Never mind. My bad.
Go, unless you have a interesting... Does anyone have any way they're
me
going to
see.
try to figure this
Let
out?
me look at what I got. Let me see.
Other than
based
just
on-
going door to door.
I'd say based on the classes we learned that they were in.
Yeah, we can do.
that we could probably figure out a class schedule or something, or wait out a class.
Sure.
Who knows?
Yeah, for sure.
Does
whoever's
the registrar's office not have a list of their classes?
Yeah.
They do.
Okay, so we can see what classes are going to be in at what time. So let's go to that. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. With little to no issue, you can definitely find out what classes are when and where they are located. So with
What's
that
that conversation like? What? Why do you want to know?
We're gonna harass them. I mean, we're gonna interview them.
the individual who is
That's
running
good.
the registrar's office is this older gentleman with like this sagging kind of like skin and kind of like just like wet, perpetually wet white hair.
Gross.
Who just kind of like, as you guys ask for like a registry of like classes,
like,
he
sure.
says he just like rolls over and grabs a small piece of parchment and you hear a thump, 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 and he slides it over to you and you hear him go, "Sit-in students must sit at the back of the classes. Thank you for coming to the university." And he just kind of rolls.
Nice.
Hey man, you happy with your
Zero
job?
security.
You ever seen like a dead person on their feet?
This is the Toro Law version of the DMV.
No, because he gave us something we asked for.
There you go.
Yes.
And it
Not
didn't
the
take
DMV.
2 trips.
2 trips.
If you work for the DM, never mind.
So, with that in mind, I need. Let's do it like this. Who's going to? We'll say there are 4 classes. I mean, there's about 6 of them. But if you guys want to pick 4 of the classes, if you want to go by yourself, together, how do you want to split this?
I'm going to say I'm a
With the-
guest lecturer at one of the classes.
Sure.
Is there a class on runes? Arcanic runes, ancient runes, and their modern applications.
The only one that would apply to that would be History of Arcana.
Bingo, guest lecturer. Walk me into that bitch.
So you walk in before class starts. You can see working on the large canvas, drawing something out is again the gnome Azimir Stowe.
I'm solving it. Is he doing an equation?
He's doing the same equation. Yep.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Goodwill
that's
Hunting?
What that's what that
Sorry, I
was.
did not mean to yell that.
That's
Do you want me to use my
Okay,
inspiration
well,
roll
hunting.
again?
Do you want to see if you can hit it twice?
I really
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and try it.
Damn it, 11.
Okay, that's fine. You take the better of the two rolls with my
that's
inspiration. So, with a natural 20, what's the total of that?
Is it intelligence check?
Intelligence.
Yes.
24.
With,
Damn, you're
with
smart.
With a natural 20 or a 24.
Okay.
You
My bad.
walk up and kind of draw 2 things and just finish. And you, Azir was looking down at something as you did that, and looks back up and goes, I don't understand. How did you solved it?
With my lizard brain, yes.
And just start staring. And it's at this point that you notice students start walking in and sitting down. Azimir is not turned around.
I'll fix him.
Are we all here or is it just you?
Does anyone go with Glyph?
Yeah, I just saw the first class that I thought I would go to. So I'm going to go be a guest lecturer. I think I can BS this.
Is there any liberal arts majors in the people?
There is a
awesome.
there is a psychology of a painter's mind, which is
Oh my god, yes, please.
Yes,
I will
you
go
can
there.
Yeah, so you can go to that one.
You know what? That sounds pretty legit, and I do have this paint set.
Perfect
what
room
are
to have an
the other 2
aneurysm,
options?
man.
There was agriculture in the modern day, and there is introduction to something known as BSing your way through a D&D game.
Perfect. I'm going to go to that one.
Introduction to D&D.
Study.
Introduction to D&D. There it is.
Perfect. I'm going to that
Okay,
one.
there you
Intro
go.
to D&D.
My allergies
Yep.
are great because I eat dirt.
It's
so
a meta game. All right,
And
so
we'll go to the other one.
you're going to.
Me and Tabidi will go to farming in the modern age.
Okay, so you two are going to agriculture. You're going to the painting. You're going to D&D. You're at histories. So I need each group to make perception checks.
Perception checks?
Perception.
So we'll start with we'll go through this. We'll start with Drew
What's
and
the plus to
Tabidi.
I'm gonna change my
6?
appearance.
Guy, I'm
I'm gonna be a
gonna guide you. I'm
about
gonna.
a 300
actually, hold on.
pound, 5'8" human male, balding,
So, what is it? So
massive
plus
guts,
30.
suspenders, trucker cap.
Sure.
Lucius is like very.
I'll run down.
All right. So first group, Tabidi and Glyph
11.
or Zeph. Sorry, 11.
Hold on. I gotta do math.
Perception.
One good thing.
I'm looking. Perception. Sorry, listeners.
You're good.
This is
You're
really
good. No.
unprofessional of me.
You got it.
That's part of our brand, baby.
Perception?
Yep.
Okay, that's right. I got a minus to that one, so 12.
12. Okay. So you guys spend about an hour and a half in that class. Learn quite a bit about agriculture in the modern world.
We sure do.
I have a lot of questions.
You do not see.
Now, see, when a chicken.
You're just asking
when two
questions
chickens
all the time.
love each other very much.
However, you do not see anybody
chicken sass.
by the name of a person you don't know. So there's really no
Why
way.
don't we know the name?
Well, you know the names, but you don't. Nobody in there is. Nobody in there is called out by any of those names.
Their name.
Do we just stand there like calling out the names? Rebecca. What are their names?
Vanessa.
With a 12, yeah, that's what he does. Just start calling out names.
Vanessa.
Okay. Moving on to the.
Is there a Vanessa in here? Excuse me. Don't interrupt me.
You rolled a 12. You didn't
I
find.
am calling out names. Is your name Vanessa?
No.
Then I don't need you to respond.
They're kicking us out.
We're
disrupting.
I'm so sorry.
Moving on to painter psychology.
That's not my dad. I learned last year.
So
Perception checks.
I rolled a nat 20.
I
He
used my
guided
action to
me,
guide
and I
me.
have +6, so that makes
It's my action to guide them. I didn't roll.
fat total of 30.
Vanessa was in.
Yeah,
that
Lucius
class
is like very like in love with the architecture and like this. I was like, he really wants to go here.
Also-
and like instead he just casts guidance on them and just like hand on their shoulder, just like looks around.
Yeah, you got this.
Yeah.
With that nat 20, could I have learned a little bit to like make me use that painter's kit a little bit better? Remember the magical paints?
I do remember the magic
Yeah,
paints.
can I get like pointers, like good pointers and stuff, and be like, next time I use it?
This is
You learn how
psychology
to
into the mind of a
capture.
painter, so you now understand better how painters think.
Yeah, and I think knowing how Bob Ross would think would also help me paint.
No, you're just less stressed.
How did you know Rob Haas?
Rob Haas?
Rob Haas.
Rob Haas.
Rob
your
Haas
game.
works out of my gym.
Yeah, fair enough. No, so so with a 30, you're very perceptive. Is there anything you do? You see a lot of things going on, but is there anything you do to find these people? Because remember, you have no descriptions.
Oh, right. Looking around, I notice a lot of people have their little names written up there for assignments, when they're taking notes, so I might as well use a Hunter Sense or Slayer's Prayer, like any of the other million
Slayer's
things I can
Prayer?
do.
Is that a real thing you have?
Slayer's Prayer.
Just throwing out all
It's
the
a thing
things.
now.
That sounds awesome, though.
Slayer's
Sounds
Prayer.
better as well, actually.
It's like a Boondock Saint thing.
Oh, yes.
That movie's wild.
I'm just checking around. I'm checking around names. And
You're
where'd
looking
you
to
know
see
it?
if there are names written down on something.
Hell yeah.
Sure. Okay. I like that. I like that.
And yeah, no. that works.
Before I figure out if there's an actual name in there, I want to see. You rolled a perception check, correct?
I
You
was going to, yes.
absolutely. Go ahead.
Just a 13.
This isn't
13.
real Liz.
Is there anything you do specifically to
It's a mimic.
find these people?
So my intention was to go into the classroom and see if I could identify like a TA or someone like that.
Sure.
To ask them specifically if they happen to know any of these students. We heard they might be good for a research project that we're...
Make a deception check if you're gonna try to lie to a teacher's assistant.
You're good at that.
Oh, TAs are super persnickety.
You lie to yourself every day.
I do, but that's a different thing. That's a 21.
I told you.
Yeah, without fail, you're able to convince the TA that you're looking for good candidates, and you can find that it looks like Drem takes this class.
Welcome to Arius and meet the Rampack and Party Advantage, a D&D play podcast. Join Manny, Garrus, Roshin, and Tagoro as they travel the vast lands and learn long-forgotten secrets and find themselves in all kinds of shenanigans.
So what are we doing?
Drugs.
We did that in Season 1 already.
Did we?
Well, you did.
Yes!
Tagoro got a taste for him.
Oh god, I'm now the personal healer and I have to take care of Manny?
Well, I mean, your girlfriend was the personal healer more than you.
Remember? I'm a dragon?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, last time you were a dragon, it didn't go so good.
Let's not repeat, okay?
X-nay on the Dragnay. Got it?
Tune in every other Wednesday on all your favorite podcast platforms of choice and on YouTube. Will the party find the advantage on their next encounter? Only one way to find out. See you then.
Finally, with you. What are you going to do?
So what I'm going to do, having incapacitated the professor of this class, I'll just make sure that he's transfixed, right? He's not. Okay, I turned, as the class filled in, I said, all right, I'll be your guest lecturer this morning. I'm actually proficient in an ancient type of rune. It's a draconic style of rune, and so what I'm going to do for you all this morning, I'm just going to write a few things on the chalkboard, and I'll see if you guys are able to translate it just by the codex that I'll put on the side. And I'm going to write all of the names on the chalkboard.
Okay.
And, give it that, teacher pause, hey, we figured out.
Yeah.
And be like, all right, so in case y'all were wondering, I wrote... And then I recite all of the names, and I would like to look and see if anyone responds to any of the names. If anyone's like, oh, that's me!
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
That was some really great storytelling.
21.
Damn, okay.
Coming back to you guys, over here with the 30.
I mean, alternatively, I could just be like, hey, teacher, did these 4 people attend your class? Because I feel like...
You rolled a 30 perception check. You don't have to do anything. I'm just asking, roleplay, or not... Technically speaking,
roleplay
if there's something you do with
Michelle.
that perception.
Yes.
With a 30, you are very confident that every tome that has a name written on it is not one of the names in this class. Or not one of the 4 names that you were looking for.
All right, well...
You're very, very confident of that.
Being clever as I am, I would like to ask the teacher.
In the middle of class?
Yeah. And these 4 people go here. We were sent here by Asmir, so... Just ask.
Someone in the back of the classroom yells, Narc!
The teacher, who is currently in the middle of a sentence as you interrupt them, is, I'm sorry, you're what now?
Do any of these 4 people go here to this particular class? Vanessa, Dram, Steppen, oh no.
I'm not.
Yes or no?
I don't know the names of all my students individually. What are you doing here?
We were sitting here. We need to figure something out. All right, any of y'all here? Vanessa?
So
Dram,
Lucius is
Steppen,
gonna get on
no.
top of where the teacher stands. I'm gonna stand on top of it and yell out the 4 names. I'm gonna form a dread.
Make an intimidation check.
With advantage?
Sure.
Because I'm form a dreading?
Yeah, you're creepy as hell, dude.
My voice gets really deep and all that.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. Hold on. Oh, that's pretty good. 19 plus 7, 26.
26. You scare the living daylights out of these people.
Do they rat each other out?
Nope.
Okay, my bad. And I drop 10 gold on the table and I leave.
Well, seems like nobody goes to the States for the tips. Hob Ross.
Yeah, you guys...
I throw 20 gold into the thing too, cause I was like, for your textbooks, and I leave because I know that's
you bought half of one textbook.
I know.
You guys
I'm gonna
definitely
look to Lucius, fist bump him, and be like, hey, we did that damn thing.
Oh,
we did it.
Yeah, we
killed
did
that.
Yeah, we did it great.
as you guys run into 2 very ominous-looking large men who stop you at the door and kindly escort you off the campus.
Honestly, it's better this
Hi,
way.
Meanwhile,
Let's kick up in the grass, buddy.
as you're going through the list of names,
Let's get shirtless and play guitar.
there seems to be no reaction to the names, and nobody seems to be like, that's me.
That's me.
Until you notice when you hit the name Steppen, which I believe I said was chain scale, right?
Yes, he is the chain scale guy.
Chain scale, thank you.
Yes.
As you say Steppen, you notice there are a couple of students glance around the room, but it looks like 3 of them just kind of look around and then go back to looking at you.
Roland, I look at, I just point the 3 of them out, if you 3 would like to just stay after class, I've got a separate lesson. You guys seem more intrigued than everyone else in here. Not that you all aren't great. You're all doing great, and you're going to go so far. Can't wait to see how you contribute to society working at Enterprise. But for the rest of you, for you 3 specifically, if you'd be willing to stay after, I'd like to have a quick conversation with the 3 of you.
Yeah. They seem They seem cool with that. Actually, make a persuasion check just to see how
Are you
convincing.
taking night business classes or something, Will?
Dude, that's another natural 19, but my
Nice.
persuasion is boop, so 17.
17.
Oh,
That's
it's
still
boop, boop.
more than enough.
I'm not charismatic.
Your silver tongue is
Hey, man.
more than adequate to keep them intrigued. So you finish
It's actually
out your
silver.
class with Asimir Stowe just staring at the board, just entranced.
Oh, you did the entire class.
He did the entire thing.
That's how you
He's
sabotage
good.
him. You're like,
He's good, man.
He's chill. He's
At the end of the class, everyone is dismissed. These
gets the
three
grand money,
students
not you.
approach you. They look to all be humanoid. One of them seems to have more finer elven features, maybe some elven blood, but all three of them are young, 2 girls and 1 boy. But they all kind of walk up to you, their eyes like open and eager, and just like ready to hear what you have to say.
Alright, guys, so here's the thing. I know what this name means proper in my language, and what, if incanted correctly, it can do. I'd like to hear from you guys. What do you think about this proper noun, Steppen?
They all three kind of just look at each other, and the girl
Yes, of course. Yes,
raises her hand, shoots it up. She goes, "It's the name of a person, right?"
Nailed it. Yes, ma'am. Got it. You care to expound? Just that. That's.
Well, no, it's just the name of a person, right? It's.
Yes, that is correct. That is an answer that is correct. I'm looking for a slightly larger answer. So I'll give you. How about this? Tit for tat. You told me that Steppen in your language is the name of a person.
Yes.
Steppen in my ancient draconic runestone, the beginning of the translation is ignite. It's this one word actually means a larger word, and if you recite it correctly in our original language, it is capable of doing something. I will tell you right now, since you've given me information, that it means to ignite.
One of the boys looks at the other one and is like, "So cool."
Right, it is. I agree. I'd love to share more with you, but again, it's tit for tat.
Right. What is there something else we could like offer to you?
If there's anything else, that you would know about Steppen,
Well, I mean, yeah, we got like a guy named Steppen who was in this class.
you past tense he was.
No, he is. He's in the class. He just wasn't here.
Do you know what? Has anything been going on with him lately? I feel like it's kind of an important class, and a guest speaker is not something you want to miss.
The girl speaks up. Steppen went back home a few days ago. Said something about his family wasn't feeling. Someone in his family had fallen ill.
Oh, okay, right. Well, that's real disappointing. Okay, well...
Yeah, he would have loved to know about his name meaning, like, fire or something.
Well, actually, it's not his... It's not... I mean, yeah, I guess if his parents are, of draconic descent like I am...
Oh, no, they're just regular people.
Alright, well, then he has no idea that his actually his name means to ignite the cap of a gnome. Tell him when you see him. You all have done great. I appreciate...
Speaking of igniting, you should stop doing it so much, especially during class.
Oh, dude, what the fuck?
Oh, I'm getting taken away from the security again.
Oh, were you freaking narc, dude? Right, guys, that concludes today's lecture. Tomorrow, your regular teacher, he'll be back to normal tomorrow. I'll fix him.
I'll never recover for months.
Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. And I to the group.
I will let you know what that equation solves once I get it all written out.
Yes.
So
It's the meaning of life.
We're headed to chain scale.
Okay, so everyone reconvenes outside of the campus because some people were escorted out of the campus, and by some I mean 4 of them.
Me and Lucius, we joined a drum circle.
Yeah, right. You guys were playing
did
hacky sack and smoking doobies.
I would have.
Apparently, that student's there too. Dude, no way.
We were nearly asked to leave the class.
Okay, yeah, you guys are fine.
I definitely would have followed Drim.
Okay. Yeah, you could follow Drip.
Cool.
They leave that class and head to another class.
Cool. Like,
They go to the locker room. Do you feel like a pervert?
She doesn't. She just feels lucky.
As you guys reconvene outside after the first set of classes, is there anything you guys are doing?
Yep. I run to the group. I'm like, guys, I think I'm supposed to be a professor.
Is that your calling?
Yeah,
I'm very proud of you.
More important
No, you
things.
can carry on your legacy that way.
Yeah, that's fine. But I think we need to go to chain scale ASAP. Like pronto. We should probably just skip the second block and just go.
Why?
Because that is, for effect, where Steppen went as of a couple days ago to check on his quote-unquote sick family.
Can I roll inside check on that? I was kidding.
Make an insight check, yeah.
I just recited verbatim exactly how it was said to
And
me.
I
so.
think we need to invest more time in
His family, let's be sick. We have to check him out right now. We have to check if his family's okay.
You're not germaphobe, are you?
No.
Yeah,
I hang around dead people all day.
Yeah, you're like, oh god, we gotta
We gotta
take care
make
of
sure
them.
that they're okay.
I think we need to go.
I'm really good at medicine. I forget that. I'm actually really good at medicine. It's never been relevant.
Guys, we have
Okay. Nothing. Let's go.
Okay, yeah, we've got a solid lead on where one of them probably is, which I think, I don't know, how'd you do?
Yeah, we got kicked out.
Well,
that checks out.
Yeah, we could get it. I could tell you about the new, harvesting machines that they've come up with, but they're very interesting. I just don't see how they pertain to what we do.
I mean, we've got about a 4-hour walk if you want to catch me
Yeah,
out.
for sure. 4-hour walk.
Okay, yeah.
Stay
I'm taking
tuned to
notes.
the Patreon we don't yet have, as Drew does a 4-hour monologue on the invention of the cotton gin.
Drew could do it. Oh, I would listen to it. That would put me to sleep. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
That-
it'd
not
be
because
like
it's
Nick
not interesting, but
Offerman
because-
playing Drew, playing Zeph.
Playing Zeph.
Zeph story time.
Nick Offerman playing
Canon.
Zeph.
She
great.
essentially, by following Drum, wants to see if they will lead her to the other companions.
As of yet, they haven't. I'm waiting to see if the group is going to try to wrangle you in.
Cool.
Is that?
Well,
you
we're
guys
gonna go.
wanna-
We should probably get Ohiana.
Yeah, do you have a way of,
if I do that, I will get kicked. I will probably go to jail.
You don't have a way of, using your heart song to speak to it?
My heart song? I start singing, Ohiana.
Make it.
Ohiana.
Make a perception check, Ohiana.
Oh,
So what seems to be the
Can I make a
problem?
perception?
Where's
Performance check?
Ohiana?
Sure.
I'll make a performance.
Ohiana, make a perception check for me.
Okay.
I love
That's a
that.
12.
My performance, 12.
They rolled the same number. I feel like that's it.
Somehow, some way, as you're walking through a corridor, you just hear the sound of this slightly off-tempo,
baleful,
horrible, baleful.
It's not horrible.
It sounds like it sounds like
wailing of a
it sounds like
devil's funeral.
no, it sounds like a mourner. It sounds like a.
It's Rob Zombie singing this Ohiana over and over again.
Yeah. Anyhow, so you hear that just wailing, kind of sorrowful noise coming from outside the campus as you walk by a hall.
Cool. She rolls her eyes and then goes in that general direction.
Fair enough.
Holy shit, it worked.
I feel like we should call ourselves the Heart Song or something.
Hey, can any of you do that
No.
throat singing?
I don't know what the hell that is. I feel like I'm offending someone.
You sound like a mummy trapped in a mummy that's just come back to life and doesn't have vocal cords.
Yeah.
I can't even do it.
Everyone,
Gathering your heart songs. Gosh, that sounds like a Final Fantasy.
This is my heart song.
Your heart is in cardiac arrest.
What's the saying, babe?
Every heart has a holler.
There it is.
There you go.
All right, so gathering your party. You guys, I assume, are leaving post haste.
Yes.
Yep, on the way.
Moving to Chain Scrape.
All of us singing our heart
It does
songs.
take about 4 or 5 hours walking
That's fine.
to get to Chain Scrape. Following the main road outside of Mecca City, you pass by many different caravans and traveling machines of different kinds. You can see coming outside of Mecca City, the city itself begins to spill out beyond the protective walls and even out into larger grasslands where the fields have become agriculture for the city itself. And you can see not people, not creatures, but large, what looks to be like Ferris wheel type machines that are like churning the ground as
Zeph
they go.
and Tabidi are just pointing out all of these machines.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
and
they
what
just
they
went to-
do,
yeah.
you know.
As they are
I value education.
creating agriculture in mass. It's quite interesting to see. But anyhow, after about 5 hours, you guys reach the lever channel, which is a man-made trench that runs through the land itself. And on the other side of it, you can see what looks to be a town, a very simple town up on a small rise. Looks to be this haphazard metal and wooden wall, kind of like old fort style, kind of surrounding the entire thing. Most of the buildings that you can see are dome-like or yurt in design, like large tents or large domes.
Are you thinking like football field size, like very very small?
Yeah, slightly larger.
So like Arrowhead Stadium itself.
Yeah, I would say maybe about that. no more than
the perimeter.
no more than 100 or so people that probably live here. But you can definitely see that the outskirts of the city have been made into some sort of a outpost-esque. There's a couple of small towers, again, mostly wood and metal design, and very just kind of haphazardly thrown together. There's no pride in what's been built here. It was more out of necessity.
That's a shame.
Hey, so, on our way there, I'm gonna, because previous episode, I'm pretty sure, I made a new potion, and I would like to give it to someone. So who feels the most heroic right now? Because, like, as in, like, going into the fray and other stuff, make sure, like, they don't die.
I mean, we kind of always feel that way. That's kind of what we were
Never
bred to
felt
do.
anything else, really.
You want this blue potion that I made in my spare time? You drink it, and I couldn't tell you, like, honestly, like, the intent behind it was completely random, but I think Lord Farai told me that it makes you
faster, smarter, stronger, sexier.
a little bit, yes.
Oh, all of them.
All of those help in combat.
It's like
Especially
you know what I do to enemies that makes them like miss attacks. Like, think of that, but like the opposite. It makes you like, it helps you like constantly.
Oh, it's like a
It gives you
keen eye.
Okay, so actually it gives you 10. This is Preston.
Oh, I
okay.
didn't know.
So this is a 10.
I just
This is
thought it
10.
was, like,
This is
sexy, man.
okay. It gives you 10 temporary hit points, and it gives you. You're under the effect of a bless spell for the entire for an hour, I think.
Oh, that's the tits, dude. That's awesome.
Was it? Oh yeah. Wait, no. For the last 1 hour, for the same duration, you are under the effect of the bless spell. No concentration required. It's blue and bubbly.
Really
Love
good.
it.
That's
You want some?
really good.
Oh, I love it.
All right.
That sounds great.
Because like if I use it, 10 hit points don't stack. So like former dread would just be not conducive for me to.
Dude, I like to think that when you take it, you just throw the entire vial into your maw and just.
Just right now.
Before you drink it, make sure to shake it.
All right.
He's more of a stir guy.
What
but
is it called?
It's a potion of heroism, and you can see it's a simple bottle, slightly teardrop shaped in design, with a simple cork on the top. The liquid inside is like almost like a blue paint, very almost thick,
Cerulean.
but as if dry ice had been placed inside of it. It is bubbling and steaming even inside the vial itself before you even uncork it. But yeah, you have a potion of heroism.
Shake it before you use it.
All right.
Done.
So,
Okay.
coming to the outskirts of Chainscale itself, you can see the town, for lack of a better term, is quite simple. Maybe 30 or so individual buildings or huts all around. Several different levels. It looks like this place was a bit of a hillside that different things are set on. There's one large building up at the very top of this kind of slope. A building looks like it's made of like wood beams, but like covered in a clay or a stone of some kind, giving it kind of a terracotta design.
Because you're always by yourself.
And then much smaller buildings, again, all kind of dome-like, using a menagerie of different materials to create them. It is not busy. There seems to be a few people kind of moving to and fro, and it does seem to be kind of designed to accept people to come through. The main road does come through here, or at least comes past here, so it doesn't seem like much of a fuss. However, as in many places in the Brasslands, you are immediately recognized or acknowledged for your wide variety of characters and individuals. So at least the four of you are.
Yeah. Any soldiers, I just give them a good old salute. You know.
I wave at
over there.
everyone.
All right.
Gold
You
falls
are-
out of your sleeve.
You are in Chainscale.
12
do you wanna
tractors. That's how many I counted, Zeph.
Duly noted.
Zeph just writes it down in his
Tractors.
notebook.
Usually we have like magical things like up in Udall, so like finding kind of technology is like really cool.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we know his family's here. I just don't. I mean, what do we do? Go
So
to the
who's
door?
this guy? Is this Steppen, right?
Yes, Steppen.
Steppen. Did we get his last name because of the registry?
Wolf.
That's pretty good.
We're total losers.
We're totally
He held the girl's hand once.
Is it a small town?
Yeah, smallish. It's a little bit smaller than Cain's Rest.
Right, I'm gonna go to
okay.
I'm gonna go to like a town scout if I can.
Sure.
The nearest person that looks like the official.
You can see there does seem to be one individual who is wearing what you would guess to be some sort of uniform. At least he makes it look like it. It's a shawl, kind of a blue-gray shawl that's kind of tied across his chest, covering what was probably a uniform that was probably not meant to be worn by a foot soldier, but he's kind of put it across. He's wearing a helmet with the buckle undone, kind of hanging off to one side, and he's not sitting, but kind of leaned pretty far back with his feet kind of crisscrossed, leaning against the larger building up near the top. And as you get close to that building, you can kind of hear the sounds of conversation and chatter in there. You can see the smoke and kind of smell the grease and the heat coming from it. It seems to be some sort of a place to eat, to gather, to drink type thing.
Right on.
But you can see this guy is just kind of casually leaning. His looks to be kind of like spear, kind of like resting in the crook of his arm, kind of using it to lean. But as he kind of sees you, kind of pops up for a second and is, hello, welcome to.
Hi, mate. No need for the pleasantries. I know what it's like to guard a door.
Thank God.
Give him a little, salute. And I say, hey, actually. Me and my compatriots are here with the university. We've been sent to check on Steppen. He actually hasn't been to class for the last week or so, and we just wanted to make sure that things were all right, because he's usually been pretty on time and,
Make a deception check.
Honestly, pretty good.
It's kind of a true sentence that I'm telling.
It's kind of a true sentence.
Do you want to do persuasion?
It's -2 either way. It's 8.
8.
I'm not charismatic.
Anybody gonna try to?
I would love to assist him.
Sure. How do you assist?
Yourself or okay.
You might want to roll the assistance.
So as he mentioned, we have been commissioned by one of his professors to come and check on him, as he's been doing some extracurricular projects and doing some research for said Professor Azamir.
Right. That sounds familiar. I think Steppen may have been. I mean, if there's a Steppen here, go ahead and roll your persuasion check for me.
What's a 15?
15.
I give him disadvantage because he's stupid.
It's above a
Do you give him a disadvantage?
No, I can't.
Oh, I didn't know if you had a thing. I was like, whoa, where'd that come from?
Yeah,
he goes, yes, Steppen. Yes, Steppen. Of course. University business should be dealt with. His house is just down the way there. You can't miss it. It's.
Hey, sir. Would you like a drawing I made?
A drawing?
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
All right. I give him a drawing of a tractor that I saw.
I give Ohiana like a sideways glance, like, can you?
Like that's it. I just wanted to, because like you're bored, and I was like, oh, art's nice. So I was like, here it is.
They like it more when you give them money, I think.
You want money?
You don't need to.
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks.
Okay.
You've really done your duty and beyond. When we get back to town, we'll let them know that.
Joran.
That Joran is tip top and could probably use a new set of uniforms. You're doing great, mate.
I can give money for that.
Joran is to Terran Mall as Bruce is to Australia.
My name's Bruce.
Name's Joran.
Joran.
Joran Houston. Too soon?
Gosh darn it.
Yeah, that was pretty good, actually.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, he pointed to the house.
Grinding, like, inspirations, bro. Like, you gotta chill.
I'm just
space them out.
Hissing through inspirations.
Okay, so you guys head towards the house that Joran pointed out to you. Simple house. Looks like there appears to be. It is dome shaped, but there appears to be one side of it that is cut into this kind of a square design. Seems to be maybe a place where you can like kind of go up to a higher, upper level outdoors. But simple house, simple means. But the door is closed. There doesn't seem to be anybody in or around it. But yeah, you're at the house.
Give it a nice.
Come on out, Joran, you fuck. I just really wanted to cuss right now.
That's fair.
Wait.
George's back at. He's the guard.
Oh,
he's the guard at the entrance.
Yeah, George. Yeah.
He's assuming there's a lot of people named Jordan, and it might actually pay off one day.
One day.
Not every pink
like
male is
Steve.
named Jordan.
Joran's actually Steppen's dad and his brother. And
all right, guys, I got this. I go up to the door. I knock. Just wait. I knock again. try the door.
It's locked.
It's locked.
Hey, knock harder. You're kind of using the soft part of your hands.
Can I make a strength check to knock on the door?
Check.
I have -2 to it.
It looks like his whole hand is the soft
4.
part of his hand.
4.
As
It's weaker than before.
as he does that, could I just like knock it with him so he thinks it's like louder?
Yeah,
than
you can
is?
knock it a little.
Can I make a perception check for 12? I mean, cops.
Yes, you can make a perception check.
Yeah. Yeah, we're cool and hip. Alright. Oh, darn nabbit. I'm so bad. 12.
Seems fine.
Stinky.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
But yeah, so you knock on the door as well. There's a sound.
I'll creep around to the back.
You creep around to the back. You move around to the back. Seems there looks to be a back door to this place. It's not open.
Okay. I'm just gonna hang out at the back.
Okay, you hang out the better. After a few seconds, you hear the sound of somebody on the other side of the door. This kind of muffled voice. Who is it?
This is, my name is Lucius Kane. I came here looking for, Steppen.
I'm sorry, don't know anyone by that name.
Well,
we were led here. My name's Kenneth. I'm also with Lucius Kane.
Yeah, hi, I'm Lucius Kane, by the way.
Can I roll an insight check?
I
They're
hear
lying.
this like from the back door. I hear this hodgepodge.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god.
Yeah. Can I
You say that?
roll to see if he's lying?
Will says
Sure. Make an insight check.
It's like, why did I leave them with her?
At least a perception or insight?
Well,
made
I
an
want to
insight
see
check.
if they're lying, so I'm assuming insight.
Yep.
Hiya.
Don't be bad.
You're gonna do good. Damn, I lied.
I hate everything.
Liz is back.
It's still above an 8. Thank
Oh, there you go.
What is it?
It's a 9.
Oh, wow.
It's above an 8.
Wow.
Baby.
Okay. Hard to tell. It's just a voice behind a door right now.
Alright,
Very hard to tell.
so I really would hate for you to start off like on the wrong foot here lying to me. I'm looking for Steppen. So let's try this again.
Make an intimidation check.
Yeah. Damn! It's 26!
Oh my god.
Jeez. You hear the sound of
Piss hitting the floor?
the door opens and it cracks open, and you can see, looking through, there is a young human. His face, this kind of darker, almost like an orangish, ruddy color. His hair, kind of a dark blonde, kind of pushed back, but the bangs are starting to fall off to the sides.
Weird looking kid.
He kind of looks out and is like, "Oh, all right. I'm sorry. What?
Hi! Are you
Hello.
Steppen?
Yes, I'm Steppen. Can I help you?
Yeah. I push the door and try to come.
Make a strength check.
Oh damn.
Can I help him by like putting my foot in the door too, in case he tries to like?
I mean, if he tries to close it, sure,
Okay,
but
all right,
he's trying to push
I'll
it.
stick my boot.
8.
8.
Yeah. Come on.
You kind of push your hand against the door, and it doesn't move.
My arm like
Slowly pops.
All right.
Steppen, we have no intention of causing you harm. However, I believe you may be a known associate of my brother.
Sorry, I don't even know who you people are.
Vistiri?
Probably has a cool nickname.
No,
by now.
that name
Tangerine
does
colored
not.
tiefling.
I don't know any tiefling.
Well, the roster at your school says y'all are in the same class, so we figured you'd probably know them.
That
Son
in
of
fact
truth.
you are in multiple classes together.
I'm sorry. This must be a mistake. I'm taking care of my sick family. If you were looking for me at the university, they would have told you that.
They did.
And we'll let you get back to that very important duty as soon as you answer some questions for us about her brother.
I don't know her brother. I don't know
is
any
that a lie?
tieflings.
Roll insight.
Make a...
Oh, so he's prejudiced. Kick the door down. We found the
Cowboy mode.
Are you
Cow-
doing
Oh,
anything?
I'm still at the back door.
Hold on,
still
did
back-
you
Yeah,
I
guys-
think I'm the natural 20.
For the moment, I'm just staying.
Did you
That's
guys
still really good.
witness Preston just slip into DM?
What?
Yeah, she goes, is he lying? He goes, roll insight.
Oh, I'm just saying.
No, you're fine.
It was just like,
Yeah.
no one even, he didn't even notice that he
Ready to roll? What'd you roll?
23.
He's nervous about something, but strangely enough, the phrase "I don't know any tieflings" is true.
Oh.
MF or shape is more.
He was good at
He passes.
But he is nervous about something.
So why are you stressing out right now? Are y'all good? You need to tend to your
I'm-
family? We can
I'm
take
fine.
this conversation inside if it'd be better for you.
No. They're quite contagious. I don't need people coming
Can I
into
send
my
a message
house.
spell to the front door
Maybe.
and say, should I kick in the back door?
Who do you send it
No.
I sent it to Kenneth.
No.
Maybe you could tell us about the cloak that you were studying.
to? A cloak?
Yeah.
A robe.
Purple, brown, green.
Green.
No, okay,
Oh
you're
my
adding
god,
purple.
how many
There's no purple.
secondary colors are you going to say?
Throwing words
Well, I
out
think
there.
Green, orange,
purple
purple.
would be nice.
I don't know about. Listen, this is all very confusing. And I'm sorry to have misled anybody, but I don't know any tieflings. I don't
No,
know.
it's. Let's say not a tiefling. Do you know a Visteri at all?
I don't see how that has anything to do with my family being sick or
Sounds
a road.
like-
It has,
yes.
unfortunately, it has nothing to do with your family being sick. It has everything to do with information you can provide.
Well, then, no, I don't know a Visteri.
All right, buddy.
What
You're
did I
lying
say
that?
about lying?
So now it has everything to do with your family's well-being. So do you catch what I'm saying?
Do you smell
Do you-
that? Do you
hey.
smell that? And then I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna slide a hand like prestidigitation and try to put like a harmless sensory effect, which
Sure.
is gonna, like burning.
Sure. Go ahead and make a side hand check.
Yeah.
I'm this close to
4.
knocking down the back door. Getting
12.
closer.
And I'm gonna.
I will say you were hearing this conversation.
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
can hear most of what's
Yeah,
going on.
I'm getting shorter, but I'm not broke.
Do you wanna
I'm
make a
not
perception
breaking
check?
point. Yes, please.
I'm 12. I'm gonna use my amulet to get
Yep.
D4 on that.
Sliding off, but it's a 7.
I think you have to roll it on a flat.
13.
Once.
13?
Yeah.
Okay. Not bad.
A little bit better.
What'd you roll?
11.
11. Oh, that's
Well-
pretty decent. You can hear the sound of the argument going on. You can also hear the sound of what appears to be like you could mistake it for anything. Could just be ambient noises, but it almost sounds like something is like scraping.
Ooh, scraping.
Message spell again. I yell trapdoor, or I yell into Kenneth's brain trapdoor.
Okay.
Inside.
Blah, 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 blah,
Are
blah,
you doing
blah,
anything
blah,
else
blah, blah,
in that
blah.
moment, or are you just shouting that?
I'm gonna yell at her, then I'm gonna give it 10 seconds, and then I'm gonna try and open the door.
So you cast prestidigitation to do a burning spell, and you see Seven kind of react to that smell, but doesn't see you doing it.
All right, so maybe you don't know Visteri.
Trapdoor!
That's the
Now you got 10 seconds.
in your head.
Oh shit! Trap door.
And as she says that, I open the back
trap
door.
door.
Step and closes the door.
I
Oh
open the
my
back
god, was in
door.
there.
Make a strength check.
I open the back door.
Back door's locked.
Kick that bitch. I got Pothole with
Make
me.
an attack roll.
Can Pothole make the attack roll?
Dude, did you roll another natural 20?
No, but it's another 19.
Yo,
That's
we take
a
19. We
20.
take 19s. We take 19s. We love to.
Oh my god.
You
Pothole
rolled
just rolled an 18.
4. That's weighted.
Okay.
That's weighted.
You guys, what'd you roll?
Pothole rolled a natural 18.
Yeah,
I gotta
that's
get
gonna
to
hit.
his. Okay. I gotta get to his thing. Sorry, I didn't have it up. Force empowered rend. 1d8. That's 8 plus
Damn.
2. That's 10. 10 force damage to
Force, damn.
that budging door.
To the freaking door. Force damage? Damn.
How much?
10.
10?
Yeah.
So you shout trapdoor and look down at Pothole and just goes.
Yep, that's now.
He puts his hands on the door, and you watch his arms like recoil into themselves, like, and spring load
Gosh, he's like
into
a
the
mantis
door.
shrimp.
Pothole's the shit.
And just and the door flies open
Go
as
mantis shrimp.
Stefan is desperately trying to push the door closed on you as you're holding it closed, or as you're holding it open.
Like gun drawn behind pothole, like full on.
As
like,
you
SWAT
step in,
style.
you can see pushing a chest off to the side. There is a individual, looks to be another humanoid boy, kind of short black hair that kind of almost bowl cut in style, kind of much taller, has these glasses that are slightly askew from the pushing point, who spins around and sees you with a brown robe draped over his arm.
And I, hold on, don't move!
Okay.
Can we, go back to the front now?
Front door gang.
I'm gonna cast Expeditious Retreat and try to slip past him.
Okay.
I just want to break my bones.
Make a strength check for me to see if you can push past Steppen in this moment.
Can I use an acrobatics check to slip through? A dex check?
It is a listen. He never held the door fully open.
Yes.
And he's now trying to
Okay,
close
cool.
it.
Then I
so
will
it
do
is
a
a
strength check.
forced.
You guys really need a front door pothole.
Take care of the door.
Oh my god.
I think I've got an
15.
option.
I'm gonna use another talisman. I got talisman.
Sure.
That is a 16.
16. With a 16, you beat his strength check. As you hit Expeditious Retreat and push through the door, your body's starting to enlarge and like pop as you get a little bit bigger. Your form beginning to just kind of do some weird stuff. You push him back. He stumbles backwards, falls to the ground. Door boom flies open as back door bursts open, and Glyph walks in, lowers the gun. I need you guys to roll initiative.
Let's go.
Now, this does not mean
9 o'clock.
Combat.
This does not mean that you are fighting.
Yes.
It means that now there is an order of operations.
Yes.
So we will.
No, wait.
Oh, come on,
I rolled pretty. This is the best I rolled on initiative actually. Besides that one time.
13.
Because I rolled like a 21 last time. Or not last time, that one time that I rolled well. But it's always been under 10. It's always been under 10. I mean, I'm a support, so
It's
like,
okay,
it's whatever.
yeah.
Shoot her brother.
But I don't feel it.
Got like the black hair.
Yeah, she ain't gonna miss him.
And with the glasses with the rope.
All right. Okay, 25 to 20.
20.
20 as well.
20.
Good niche.
We're about to wreck this thing.
What's your dexterity?
What's your dexterity?
+5.
+5 dex?
I maxed that
you go
dex,
first.
dude.
Yo.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
when we hit level 4, I maxed
Glyph
it.
is on.
Respect.
Glyph is on top with Kenneth after him. 20 to 15.
16.
16 for Kane.
15.
15 for TBD.
We roll well here. That's what we'll do.
15 to 10.
13.
13.
Hey, Liz, we need you to.
And Ohiana.
8.
8 for Ohiana.
Man, you maxed out. Good job.
I know.
You got past that -11 you have to your initiative.
Mystery. Oh, mate, how you doing, bro? How you doing, mate? I'm doing pretty good, mate. Thanks for asking. Should I, if Lucius dies, can I be a third Draconian, please?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, thanks.
Didn't even have to
That'd
ask.
be awesome.
Alright, mate.
The goal is to slowly
Where
put
the
each
fuck
of you
did
in.
this one come from?
To slowly put each of you
Actually,
in
you dropped
peril
the egg
until.
without noticing a while back.
Nailed it.
What?
Yeah, you dropped the egg. I'm the egg. You call me egg if you want.
Yeah, there's some fish that like.
On the go?
I
had no idea.
I really have no.
Fucking cloaca, am I right?
I really have no concept
Oh
of
my
agenda.
gosh.
I was
Okay,
11 days
so-
ago.
Hold on.
Order of operations. This is not combat yet. I want to stress that.
Yes, of course.
Order of operations. Top of the round. Glyph.
Glyph, gun
Fires.
Shoot that
right
kid.
into the
Shoot that
face.
defenseless child.
You said
Shoot him.
yet. No. So what
Castle
I'm gonna
laws.
do is
It's up to you.
I'm gonna pointing the gun at the man with the rope. I'm saying, listen, we were charged to grab this rope and bring it back. As far as we're concerned, you're of no never mind to me. I just need to get this rope from you, and there will be no bloodshed. Nothing wrong or bad will happen to anyone. It will simply be a case of we retrieve what we were sent for. But I hold my action to fire if so facto he does do something.
Okay, so I will say this. You're either holding your action and telling him to give you the robe, or you're persuading him with that flowery, we just came to get this. You can't do both.
Can I
in 6
bonus
seconds.
action one sentence?
Okay.
Give us the robe and no one gets harmed.
Okay, are you trying to persuade him to give you the robe, or are you holding your action in case he doesn't?
I'm holding my action in case he doesn't.
Okay,
in
so
case
you
he
can't-
chooses not to do that.
Okay, well, it's gonna.
Shoot the
You
kid in the
can't.
knee.
You're not swaying him one way or another right now, other than just pointing a gun and waiting. Because you have to. You
really
have to take
worried
your
that
action to either.
his moment is like.
Does your brother need his knees?
You know what? Actually, in this moment, I would look at him and be like, "All right, listen, I'm gonna persuade him."
Okay, make a persuasion check.
With the
Yeah, because
gun
I'm
at
bullshit at
advantage.
that. Natural 19, 17.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Okay.
And I'd say the whole sentence of "We've
Yeah,
been
you
sent
say
by
it. Yep,
as
easy enough
marriage
to do.
for Tree the Road."
A roll to see how they feel about it. Okay. Next on the initiative, Kenneth, you are up. Lucius has just burst into the door, stepping onto the floor. You're standing in the door. What are you going to do?
Oh, well, I'm not going to be any bullshit about it. I'm not trying to persuade because that ain't what I'm good at. But I will mark him with Hunter's Mark.
Ooh,
Steppin'?
that's really good.
The other with the cloak.
Ramen noodle hair.
Cloak man.
Okay, so you
you were
hunter's
close,
mark
man.
this individual.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what we call a cloak.
Hunter's Mark cloak boy, and I'll just hold my action.
use my cloak
for...
You're standing in the doorway.
Yep.
Okay. Lucius Kane, you are up. TBD, you're on deck.
Okay, so since I established expedition
Yep. You are in the room
before,
with expedition
so
retreat.
like I am. Is it bonus action dash or something? Was it?
Correct.
It's a bonus action on each of your turns. You can
Yep,
take
you
the
can
dash
dash.
action. So I'm a dash movement. So that's 60.
Yeah, easy
So
enough to do.
am I up to the kid yet?
You are. You didn't even have to use your 60
room
feet.
is 60.
Not
big is
even.
this house?
Not even. He runs laps around you before he gets to.
Do we all not know what distance
We
looks
don't.
like?
We really don't.
Measurements are tough, y'all.
That's why we have to have a real life D&D game where we can like actually measure the distance of things. That would be great.
Let's just LARP, guys.
Yeah, hey,
You joke. You joke.
I
We
joke.
could-
I will
we could
actually
gr-
do it with you guys.
We could grid this great room
actually.
off for a session really
We probably
easily.
could.
Yeah, I would not say no to that. I get up. I cast. Actually, I think I'm gonna use all my pack slots
Red hair.
immediately. Actually,
Okay.
Make it normal.
I'm gonna drop concentration on expedition retreat and cast hex on
Okay.
him.
You're casting hex on the guy with the rope.
Yes.
God, this dude has just got two red
So,
lasers on him.
Yeah,
so-
much like it's like the lasers are now pointing straight at his
I'm
chest.
on all fours, like just sprinting and
you sprint
crawling
up to him.
up
You're
to
the
him,
ring
and then
girl.
all of the darkness in the room coalesces around him, and I'm gonna give him disadvantage on strength checks.
Are you still on the ground, or are you?
I'm still.
You're standing up now.
Like I'm
He's
right
on the
next to him now, and I
So you
cast
go
hex
up.
on him.
So much like General Grievous getting onto his vehicle,
Yes,
he, like,
exactly.
back bends
It's
over
exactly
and stands up now and is
I play
punched
Battlefront.
over.
I know- yeah, I know exactly
And
what you're
punched
talking
over the top of him.
Battlefront 2 is so much better though.
It's great.
It's
I love it.
really
I still
PS2,
play it. I
Battlefront
still
2 for
play it to this day.
PS2 though.
I
I'm
still
not
play
talking
it
about the
to
new
this
one.
day. Oh, okay.
Yeah. The new one's good. It's just
Yeah, so you're not standing over him.
bad
The hex
company
is
that
the
runs
hex is cast, and he's looking a little unnerved now by you.
As he should.
by giving disadvantage on strength.
Disadvantage on
checks.
strength. Okay.
Then I'm gonna try to just like straight up, fuck it. I'm gonna try to snatch the rope out of his hand.
Is your action to cast hex?
No, it's my bonus action.
Bonus action to dash.
Oh, do I not make it up there without my bonus?
Well, you said bonus action dash, so I assumed you were doing
Okay.
that.
Well, I assume
You can
do
make
that.
it without.
Okay, can I please make it without that? I'm
Sure.
still
So you're
creepy as hell,
using
though.
bonus action to cast hex.
Yes, I would like to do
Okay,
that.
so you're using your bonus action to cast hex,
Yes.
dropping concentration on your.
I have no
tree,
spell slots
and now
left.
you're using your action to take
Snatch
the.
it,
Okay,
yeah.
so go ahead and make your strength check
You
for
have
me.
no spells
He has
left.
disadvantage.
Yes,
Because
Because he's a warlock.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a bunch of passive abilities that make me good. Okay.
Okay, what'd you roll?
10.
He also rolled a 10.
You want to roll again, rollies?
Nope, as he.
Oh,
beats
because
you.
if he meets it.
No, you want to do rollies?
You wanna do
Rollies?
bro?
You want?
No,
Wait,
he
does
also
he
would.
he has oh,
Yeah,
His
you're
disadvantage
rolling.
was.
Okay.
So we're just like,
So both of you are just like
Wait.
a tug of war right now with that thing. Okay, so you're trying to tug it out of his hand as he's looking at it, and he's doesn't say anything, but he's like looking at you. His glasses are askew. He's trying to keep it from your hands.
In
Hello
this
there.
moment, if I let an arrow fly like non-lethally, you think that would be enough to jolt him to let it go?
well,
You're using your held
I'm
action to
just
shoot an
asking the
arrow.
question.
I mean, like,
hypothetically.
That's up to you.
would that effectively be the help action? If they held their
I think that's
action
the hurt
to do
action.
something, like, and they tried to help me in this encounter by doing the thing that they just
Technically,
described.
yes, she could use the help action if she wants to. However, if she shoots a shot, I'm considering that an act of violence.
Oh,
and that
for sure.
is-
For sure. Yeah, no, I'm just...
So it's up to you.
asking
You are more than
context.
welcome to do it, but that is
That's
just so
fair.
you know, it's an act of aggression.
I'll hold still then.
Okay, you're holding your action.
Thank you for the clarification.
What are you holding your action for, out of curiosity? just so I know, so you can't BS it later.
She's gonna BS it later anyway,
Yeah,
dude.
that's true.
Yeah,
Come on.
that's my job.
Okay, so what are you holding action for?
Bullshit.
We'll see how that pans out for you.
No. Any act of aggression, or if I see like him trying to put the cloak on, boom, that would be.
TBD, you're up. Zeph, you're on deck.
That's very important. Good job.
Yep.
Real quick.
Yeah.
When you guys say hold your action, I've never actually done that before. What is that?
So, when you hold your action, the order of operations is that you can take an action on your turn, or you can hold your action for a certain, for something to transpire, whether it be something is tripped, somebody comes into your range, or you're waiting for something to unfold.
choose your trigger.
You can choose the trigger, and then when that trigger happens, you can then use your action on that, out of order of your turn. So it is basically... You're waiting, and then you release it. You're not changing the order of initiative.
I need to go to the restroom.
Well, you're up here in a second. You're not changing the order of initiative. You're just waiting for the moment for something to happen.
Okay, cool. So we're with Glyph.
You guys are outside of the building right now.
Kinda in
Kenneth
the
is
back of
standing in
everyone.
the doorway. So you'd have to either go around to where Zeph burst through, because he and Pothole went into the building, or you'll have to try to get past Kenneth, who is standing in the doorway.
He's small.
You'd have to roll for it.
He's a petite little baby.
Well, I want to try to get close to these two having like the tug of war.
They are inside tug of war.
Inside?
Yes.
Okay, so I can't get inside.
You're gonna have to roll an acrobatics to see if you can get past Kenneth.
Okay.
Can I
You just have to see if you can't roll terribly.
Yeah.
How would you assist?
Throw him.
He's pretty much. He's usually like climbing around on
Sure.
or something like that. So it gives him a higher advantage to jump over.
Sure. Okay, so at advantage, you may go ahead and roll your athletics or acrobatics.
Cool.
Ooh, that's good.
A natural 20.
Yeah, grabbing the top door jam, you over the top of Ohiana's head, hit the ground, pop up. You were inside.
Okay, so I want to hold my action and prepare, like, just water. I'm just playing with water in my hand.
Are you getting ready to cast Water Whip at some point if you can?
Just gonna slice
so you're
one of
preparing the
these
Water
things
Whip. All right, fine.
Thinking the whole
ending-
time 10% less.
Sure.
10% less.
10% less. Very good. Zeph, you are up.
All right. Can Zeph physically access the guy who was holding the door shut, or is
He is on the ground now in front of Kenneth, who is standing in the doorway.
Okay, excuse me, Kenneth. And he kind of just scoots around her, like.
Yes, you can get just inside,
that's all
but you will obscure Ohiana from doing anything because now you are standing in front of her and you are much larger.
Oh,
just so you know,
he's gonna kneel down and check on the guy.
He's on the ground, like recoiling from the brute force that just made its way into his house.
Okay, cool. I'm going to bind his hands.
That's your action?
I thought you said bite.
Okay. Go ahead and make a dexterity check for me.
All right.
That is true. Nope.
At advantage?
Nope.
Sweet.
You and Michelle pull that
10?
card more than any other people.
Not
do.
bad. You tie them pretty well.
Right.
You're confident. He's tied up. It's not like you did a terrible job.
Do you
but
remember
he's tied
when I
up,
used
and
my talisman?
we'll see how if he can get out.
Yeah, we'll just stay here for a second, all right, until we get this.
He's just like,
sorted out.
I don't understand. Like
That's
he's
all
just,
right. That's all right. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, he is shocked. All right, end of Zeph's turn.
If I use it twice, then I don't have it.
Ohiana, you're up.
Cool. I
Because
would like
I
to step inside as much as I can. Or can I step inside?
Really can't at this point. There are two people directly in front of the doors.
That's fine. Since he knelt down, do I have line of sight on the kid holding the robe?
Kind of. Partial sight. You can kind of see him looking around there.
I would like to cast sleep on him.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, go ahead and roll for it.
Roll your HP.
I'm casting it at 3rd level.
Yes, you are.
Nice.
Woo, baby.
You can just hit the spell.
No, it doesn't have the thing
That's not
listed.
3rd level.
It doesn't.
That's weird.
Okay, well,
Damn.
it's doing a weird thing, so.
Sure.
No, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I hate everything. I literally do. Does 24 points do it?
What are
24.
You rolled a Yahtzee, dude. Those were all 4s.
They were all fucking 4s.
Yeah.
Actually,
You rolled a Yahtzee. That's
24
amazing.
is not enough, unfortunately.
What about Yahtzee bonus?
Yahtzee bonus? Yeah, that does it.
Oh, yeah.
Yahtzee bonus is
so
like 6
you
points.
you reach out into the magic and fire your sleep spell, trying to render their mind unconscious, casting the whispers that you know how to manipulate. As the magic hits near their faces, they're playing tug of war with this creepy General Grievous character. You watch as this individual just like reacts violently to the effect of the spell. After like shaking their head, they before stopping for a moment in the middle of the tug of war and turning and looking past Kenneth to you. You watch they cock their head slightly and go, "Hello, sister."
Oh, Jesus.
And that is where we're gonna leave tonight with actual initiative.
I'm not your sister.
Starting
try to beat
next time.
I'm
It's about to get so killed so fast.
You know, he didn't. He was not gonna fight until you showed up. That's definitely what happened. He's like, I got beef with you, sis.
All right. Well,
now can I pee?
That's gonna be fun. Yes, you may.
In your car. You have to pee in your car.
No!
Now that session's over, we can't use anything.
Well, it's not over yet because I still have to tell everybody thank you guys for playing and thank you guys for listening.
Well, freaking do it then.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time with the Wild Magic
God, you're welcome, Calvin. Thanks for listening to the Wild Magic School Bus. I hope you had as much fun listening as we do making this for you. You can catch new episodes each Monday on whatever podcast platform you use, and while you're there, leave us a review if you want. It actually helps us out a lot. We've got the socials too. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at WildMagicPod or on Reddit at r/WildMagicSchoolBus. Either way, stop by and say hello. We're always happy to meet new friends, and you may even get a shout out on the pod. See you next time.
Figure out how to.
Oi, fuck. Oi, fuck.
I'm just getting into
You're getting into it. I'm here for it.
Zep at a brothel.
Yep, that's.
Oi, fuck.
Oh, God.
Just pointing out things.
Save it for the Patreon, bro. Save it. I thought we were opening a. Yeah, I thought we were opening a Patreon, not an OnlyFans, dude.
We could. Why not?
No.
Okay, so the idea is that